My stomach issues make me want to stay home, but that's not an option. No matter how prepared I am, I still feel nervous. Enough is enough.
If this sounds familiar, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation can offer you support and connect you with a specialist.
Don't keep your symptoms to yourself. Get help at spillyourguts.org today.
Good evening, and welcome to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation's Guts and Glory Gala. I am your host this evening, Galen Gehring. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, for your dedication to the Foundation's mission of finding cures for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis and improving the quality of children and adults affected by these diseases. It is so appreciated. With that said, we have a wonderful program in store for you this evening. Now, as your host, obviously, it's my job to say that, but it's also true. Don't have made me get dressed up in this outfit in my living room for nothing. We're going to hear from incredible and inspiring patients, community leaders. We are going to enjoy performances by Lisa Loeb, Mike McCready, and Brandy Carlisle. And we also have the gift of sharing the evening with legends Audra McDonald, Henry Winkler, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Are you kidding? This is incredible. Now, this year, we got to honor two very important couples from the Greater Los Angeles Orange County chapter. Dr. Suzanne and James Levine, and chapter leaders Melissa and Jason Mitchell. These dedicated couples are longtime supporters of the foundation with very personal reasons for dedicating themselves to the mission. We'll hear more about these couples and their amazing perseverance and generosity this evening. Now, before we get started with tonight's festivities, we want to thank our sponsors. Takeda, thank you so much. We couldn't stream this without you. And thank you to all the other generous sponsors. We really do appreciate you. We know these last 2 years have been exhausting, nerve-wracking, panic-inducing, and just plain nuts. So thank you. Thank you so much for your continued generosity in these challenging times. Your kindness has moved us closer to cures and provides the support our patients need. So thank you. Thank you so much for partnering with the IBD community.
We're excited to have supporters joining from all over to celebrate this tremendous community and help us build a better and brighter future for the 1 in 100 Americans living with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Be sure to check out our silent auction and our 1 in 100 raffle items, which will be open till 8:30 tonight. Throughout the program, you will be receiving text messages with donation and auction information. And if at any point you need assistance with donating or bidding, please call our helpline at 310-478-4500. This is an exciting and critical time in the fight against inflammatory bowel disease, and we are on the cusp of major breakthroughs. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has provided more than $414 million for research of treatments and ultimately cures. We're funding a set of priority research initiatives that are multi-institutional and multidisciplinary to target areas of science with a high probability of advancing treatments. You're an integral part of this, and because of you, our patients are much closer to ending their struggles with IBD. Thank you.
I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in November 2015.
I was diagnosed with Crohn's in 2008.
Ulcerative colitis in January 2019.
In 2019, when I was only 7 years old.
In August 2002, when I was 17 years old.
I don't know what life is like without Crohn's.
This disease can occur at any age and is a lifelong disease without any cure. It's particularly impactful in children because we know that being diagnosed at such a young age, they're going to have a long burden of disease. They're going to have disease over their entire lifespan.
My symptoms were nausea, vomiting, extreme stomach pain,
fatigue, neuropathy, and joint pain, and also back pain.
When I was in 5th grade that I really stopped
gaining any weight.
8-year-old B was not too worried about the limitations that the disease could potentially impose. I was more worried about not being able to play tag with my friends.
We see kids admitted to the hospital all the time with complications of this disease, including weight loss and poor growth and anemia, requiring blood products, requiring different medications, reevaluation, and unfortunately often requiring surgery. One of the challenges of treating and really taking care of a lot of kids with inflammatory bowel disease is saying some of the things like, we don't have a cure for this. We don't have a treatment that works in everybody.
I remember my parents reaching out to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. You can find resources, educational materials, and really build a family within the Crohn's and Colitis community. And it's a place where you can truly find the support that you need that you might not be able to find somewhere else.
Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been a vital partner in our pediatric practice.
The foundation provides patients with a platform. Every patient has a voice, but not every patient has a platform.
I'm very grateful for the foundation because they've helped me go through everything, and they've helped me understand that I will be able to enjoy it by helping people with it. I'm not scared anymore.
The research that the foundation is doing is the step in finding new treatments for IBD or a cure for IBD.
The foundation's research is really important because we need a cure.
Good evening. It's videos like the one that we just saw that keep us dedicated to making a difference. Children are the fastest growing population being diagnosed with IBD. Now, to support these pediatric patients, we created Camp Oasis. And this year, more than 1,500 campers joined us from across the country to participate in 68 different virtual activities, including arts and crafts and cooking and songwriting, computer coding. We even had an escape room. And that's the most we've served in a year. We won't ever truly know the toll that these lifelong invisible illnesses take on our kids, but tonight we can give kids and their families hope. Hope to face each day. Hope in the research that can be absolutely life-changing. And hope for the eventual cures. So I'm asking you to donate now. Help us keep these programs like Camp Oasis readily available for the patients we serve. Thank you so much. And I just want to say one more thing. Invisible illnesses. Nobody knows what people are going through. And these kids suffer in silence, and it is your support tonight that help them have an opportunity to be able to go to something like Camp Oasis, where they can forget about their illness for a brief moment and do what kids are supposed to do, which is have fun and enjoy their lives. And I really urge you, please, please, in this really tough time, to raise money to be able to do these kind of events, please understand the need and that you guys can truly help. And join me as I make a donation tonight. Please join me. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thanks.
GI diseases are rising in prevalence, yet significant unmet needs remain for many patients. Throughout Takeda's decades-long history in GI, we have kept these patients at the center of everything we do. We push boundaries and work across modalities with a focus on inflammatory bowel disease, short bowel syndrome, and motility and esophageal disorders to take on the most complex GI conditions and most neglected patient needs. For us, success is about supporting patients through their experience with GI diseases in ways that matter most to them. Takeda is shaping the future of gastroenterology.
Hi, I'm Lisa Loeb, and I wanted to thank you for joining us tonight for the Guts and Glory Gala. Your support moves us closer and closer to cures for the over 400,000 patients in Southern California, so please make your donation now. I'd like to play a couple songs, starting with a song that I wrote many, many years ago. It goes like this. You say I only hear what I want to. And you say I talk so all the time, so. And I thought what I felt was simple, and I thought that I don't belong. And now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, yeah, I missed you. And you say I only hear what I want to. I don't listen hard, don't pay attention to the distance that you're running to anyone, anywhere. I don't understand if you really care. I'm only hearing negative, no, no, no bad. So I turn the radio on, turn the radio up, and this woman was singing my song. Lovers in love and the others run away. Lover is crying 'cause the other won't stay. Some of us suffer and we weep for the other who was dying since the day they were born. Well, this is not that I think that I'm throwing, but I'm thrown. I'd live forever, but now I'm not so sure. You try to tell me that I'm clever, but that won't take me anyhow or anywhere with you. And you said that I was naive, and I thought that I was strong. Oh, I thought, hey, I can leave, oh. Now I know that I was wrong, 'cause I missed you. You caught me 'cause you want me, and one day you'll let me go. You try to give away a keeper, keep me 'cause you know you're just so scared to lose. And you say stay. And you say I only hear what I want to. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kathy Greenlee, and I've been involved with the foundation for 31 years. It is time to find cures. This year, our strength as an organization was truly tested. But thanks to the enduring support of so many of our volunteers and donors, like you, the foundation was able to tackle the immediate crisis head-on, while continuing to advance our critical work in powerful ways. If you know anything about these illnesses at all, you know that dealing with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis is a daunting task, even under the best circumstances. But tackling that amidst a global pandemic is downright demoralizing. If you've not already done so, we encourage you to check out our terrific silent auction and the 1 in 100 raffles. There are many wonderful packages available, something for everyone, so enjoy and happy bidding.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and this is Jason. We want to say thank you all for supporting the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and thank you to the Foundation for this honor tonight. Since 2014, I have lived with this unpredictable and painful disease. Getting diagnosed with a chronic condition that has no cure made me feel scared and hopeless. I felt the pain, I've experienced the frustrations, and I've lived the struggles that comes with my diagnosis. I've learned to mask my pain and put a smile on my face, especially for my kids. I won't let Crohn's disease steal moments of my life. My IBD forced me to change the way I live, especially during this pandemic. Having IBD and existing in a world where someone with an autoimmune disease is even more compromised reinforces our desire to find a cure for IBD with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I'm so grateful that I have an incredibly strong support system through Jason, Harley, and Sky, our family and friends, my team of doctors, and the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The relationships and experiences we have had with the foundation have kept us motivated to do everything we can to find a cure for inflammatory bowel disease.
It is deeply moving, and we're greatly appreciative of this honor. We are especially appreciative to all of you, our friends and family who have supported us in our fight against this debilitating condition. It's essential that we find a cure for IBD, as I've seen the pain and suffering that it can cause. I saw my vibrant, gregarious wife go from smiling, laughing, and full of life to being a sullen, pale shell of her former self in a matter of weeks. I'm very appreciative that science and research, of which the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation is a large part, has made it possible for Melissa to receive treatments that can make life livable again. Now is the time to take the next step and cure IBD for good, for everyone. To do that takes a lot of research, and that takes a lot of money. The foundation has already invested over $400 million into research to find the causes, treatments, and a cure for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Please donate what you can tonight and support the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and other families like ours. Let's put an end to IBD.
Thank you.
Good evening. I am Audra McDonald, and I am honored to be with all of you tonight. 1 in 100 Americans are affected by IBD, including me. As a Crohn's patient, I am so grateful for the work the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation does to support the IBD community and eventually create a world free of Crohn's and colitis. Thank you to each of you for bringing us closer to cures.
Thank you for everything you have done and will continue to do for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. You play a crucial role in ensuring we can continue to provide critical patient services, resources, and advance life-changing research. As our patients' needs have increased with the pandemic, we have seen a major increase in demand for support and information. Our COVID-19 resources have continued to grow to support the needs of our patients. By bidding in our auction tonight, you are providing resources for IBD patients in our community and across the nation. Funds raised through the auction help us move the mission forward. So please, put a bid on that wine-tasting adventure, that artwork, that jewelry. You could win and help the lives of millions. It's a win for everyone.
Good evening. We would like to thank all of you for being here to honor us, our co-honorees Melissa and Jason Mitchell, and the incredible work of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. In spite of all of the challenges, loss, and sadness brought by COVID over the past 20 months, it means the world to us that you all continue to find the energy, time, and resources to prioritize an organization so committed to funding research and providing advocacy for the growing numbers of patients diagnosed with inflammatory bowel disease.
Knowing I would be sharing remarks this evening, I took some time with my father to gain a better understanding of his early experiences as a Crohn's patient so I could compare them to my own. When my father first sought medical treatment in the mid to late 60s, IBD was thought of as a response to stress and anxiety. He endured years of painful symptoms and fruitless doctor's visits before physicians were able to piece together his Crohn's disease diagnosis. As a child, I remember many activities being cut short due to my dad's illness. I remember vacations disrupted, family outings canceled, and how horrible and helpless it felt to see my father return home from a grueling day's work as a busy pediatrician, only wanting to retreat to his bedroom to soothe horrible gastric pain. While supporting our family, he struggled to find therapeutic ways to manage his disease that wouldn't rely solely on steroids or surgery. I was diagnosed with Crohn's in 2001 at the age of 27. I woke up one morning feeling a little off, and by that night I was in the ER at Cedars. I was stunned when doctors told me I had a severe intestinal blockage from Crohn's, and it would likely require immediate surgery. I was admitted and called my father, and neither of us could believe it. But that's the nature of an inflammatory disease like Crohn's. You never expect it. The days following my hospital stay included steroids, antibiotics, and the glorious and excruciatingly painful nasogastric tube used to empty and relieve my stomach. I responded successfully to the treatment and was able to leave the hospital and begin the process of developing a plan. In the first months after being diagnosed, I worked diligently to allow my stomach to heal and cool off. I modified my diet and tried various medical treatments, all with the goal of getting off steroids because I had seen how hard that medication had been on my father. The journey was not easy. I had a severe allergic reaction to one of the medications I tried that left my hands, feet, and mouth completely ulcerated. I developed a rare eye condition. I experimented eating different foods to see which would and wouldn't work for me, all while fearing that the slightest misstep could land me back in the hospital. One of the greatest challenges of Crohn's disease is the highly unpredictable nature of when we may experience symptoms and what the severity of those symptoms may be. While I am in remission, there is not a meal or day that goes by without worrying, this could be the one, never knowing what the trigger for a massive flare could be. When I met my wife Suzanne in 2004, she became an incredible pillar for me in my treatment and daily management of the disease. One of my fears after being diagnosed was the idea that I would have to share this vulnerability with a future partner. It's not the sexiest disease. As a physician and my wife, she committed to becoming involved not only in my treatment, but also with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation so she could better advocate for me, our family, my father, and those she had met and treated struggling with IBD. She recognized the need to fund and support research to better treat IBD, knowing it would be a part of her life and that of our children. We have a deep appreciation for the resources provided to younger children, their parents, and families struggling with acceptance of IBD. The foundation is committed to treating more than just physical pain and symptoms. The social, emotional resources provided by the foundation for children and adults is inspiring and speaks to how far we have come in accepting IBD since my father spent the better part of 15 years trying to solve and validate his symptoms.
We owe much of this innovation in thought and medicine to the work of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Jimmy and I humbly ask that all of you join us in our enthusiasm by donating now. Your funds will aid in the discovery of treatments that will lessen the toll Crohn's and colitis has taken on our community. Thank you again for this honor.
Me and my best friend Lillian in her old blue T-Count Gideon, sitting on the front porch, soaking up the shade, singing every song that the radio played, waiting on the Alabama sun to go down to red dirt girls in a red dirt town. Me and Lillian across the red dirt line and just a little southeast of Meridian. She loved her brother, I remember back when he was fixing up a 49 to Indian. Said, hey little sister, gonna ride the wind up and down the moon and then back again. He never got farther than Vietnam. I was standing there with her when the telegram come for Lillian. Now he's lying somewhere about 1,000,000 miles from Meridian. And there ain't no hope for the red dirt girls. Somewhere out there's a great big world, that's where I'm bound. And if the stars still fall in Alabama, one of these days I'm gonna lay my hammer down in the red dirt ground. I'm gonna make a joyful sound. She grew up tall and she grew up thin. She buried that old dog Gideon by a creep myrtle bush in the back of the yard. Her daddy turned mean and her mama leaned hard. She got in some trouble with a boy from town. She figured that she might as well settle it down, so she dug right in across a red dirt line and just a little southeast of Meridian. Well, she tried hard to love him, but it never did take. It was just another way for the heart to break, and she learned to mend. There's one thing they don't tell you about the blues when you got 'em. You keep on falling, 'cause there ain't no bottom and there ain't no wind. No, there ain't no wind. Not for Lillian. And nobody knows when she started her skills. She was only 27 and she had 5 kids. Could have been the whiskey, it could have been the pills, or it could have been the dream she was trying to kill. There won't be a mention in the news of the world about the life or the death of a red-haired girl named Lillian, who never got any farther across that line than Meridian. You know, there ain't no hope for the red-haired girl. Somewhere out there's a great big world, that's where I'm bound. When the stars still fall in Alabama, tonight she finally laid her hammer down in the red dirt ground without a sound.
Hello, I'm Janet, and I'm here with my sister Beverly. It has been my honor to serve on the leadership board of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, Los Angeles Orange County chapter since 2015. Over the years, I have worked with so many of you on educational and fundraising events to raise both awareness and research dollars for IBD cures. Just like many of you, we have loved ones who are struggling with Crohn's disease, and we are working to support the foundation to bring about better treatments and cures for those across this country and the globe who are suffering with IBD. Together, we stand in the service of a future when our friends and family are IBD-free and able to live their lives in good health.
For many years now, Janet and I, along with our mother, family, and many friends, have participated in foundation events from Take Steps to the medical seminars to the galas and more, always dipping into our pockets to support the foundation's missions and efforts to make this world IBD-free. This cause continues to affect our loved ones and friends. Throughout the time supporting the foundation, numerous stories have arisen. Some experienced countless visits to the doctor in search of answers for their symptoms. Others have had ER visits become a routine part of their journeys, while others attempt to find relief through trying to find the best pharmaceuticals for their needs. If you or a loved one have been affected by IBD, we urge you to share your stories. You never know who could use the reassurance that they are not alone. Another way to support these patients is to donate now. Every dollar moves us closer to cures. Thank you.
Hey gang, thanks to the support of every one of you joining us tonight, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation will accelerate the pace of research even more. Isn't that exciting? And we want to keep our research moving forward and continue to improve the lives of millions struggling with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, that used to be me, by asking you all to help us fund the cures. Guys, you get to be a part of history. That's amazing. Now, you've been receiving texts from us all night. We know, we're a lot. We're a little clingy. But if you go ahead and open up one of them and click on the blue link, there you go, and find that Donate Now button, that's it. We're ready to go. So what do you say? Why don't we all open our sizable wallets and prove to everyone what lovely and caring and amazing, empathetic people we are, while also getting a sweet, sweet tax write-off. Guys, it's a win-win. You get to show you're a great person and you get some cash back from Uncle Sam. Who doesn't want that? Now, to kick off the donation avalanche, and it's going to be an avalanche, right? Right. Now, we'll be starting with an extremely generous gift from our honorees, Suzanne and Jimmy Levine. They're giving $20,000. Guys, $20,000. Let's give some virtual round of applause for our honorees, right? They got the party started very quickly. Now let's keep it rolling with our $15,000 donation level. Who is going to show us the money? That's a reference from 1996, but this audience skews older, so I know you know what I was talking about. And oh, hey, here we go. We got a huge donation from Doris Tollins, who just donated in honor of Suzanne and Jimmy Levine. Thank you for that incredibly generous gift. It's amazing, Doris. And you know what? If this wasn't virtual and not in the middle of a pandemic, you'd be getting a big kiss from me, Doris. Is that a good thing? I don't know. You can decide. But let's keep it rolling. What do you say, guys? Let's do $10,000. Who is going to help us with 10K? Come on. $10,000. It's less than you spend on Peloton and Whole Foods in a month. You can do that. And a gift of $10,000 helps so much. It could fund scholarships to allow 10 children living with IBD to attend Camp Oasis. Guys, you can make a huge difference in 10 kids' lives right now. Who doesn't want that? Again, continue to prove that you're an amazing person. And here we go. Jana and Trevor Besdick, they also just donated in honor of the Levines. Your donation, everybody, it's going to make such a huge difference. Trust me, I had ulcerative colitis for 10 years. I know the bathrooms all over LA better than anyone. This money helps. Trust me. Now let's keep it going, shall we? Moving right along, who's going to make a $5,000 gift tonight? Come on, guys. A gift of $5,000 is like one trip to Erewhon, but instead of getting some kombucha and ionized water, which is it real? You will be helping us continuing to accelerate the pace of research by breaking down traditional barriers to patients, data, funding, and collaborations across research programs. It's amazing. And oh, look, we've got two gifts here right off the bat. Thank you to Ronald and Lori Resch for your donation, and thank you to Dr. Neil and Jay Eigler. Guys, that's another $10,000. And you know what? Neil, Jay, Laurie, Ronald, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Doris. If this wasn't for the Delta variant, you'd be getting big sloppy smackers from this guy. I don't know. Is it good? Maybe. Okay, now let's keep moving, shall we? We're at the $2,500 level, right? And a gift of $2,500 will allow the foundation to continue critical research in new areas. The foundation is leading the way with millions of dollars of research investment in new, critically important areas of environmental disease triggers such as diet and stress. And everyone, as someone who spent their entire 20s in and out of hospitals trying every treatment and diet there was, like once I ate nothing but this homemade chicken soup because a book said it might help, and I was desperate for every meal for 3 months. It was not great. So I know that this kind of research is important. It's very important to help us keep on moving. And look, PJ and Amanda Lewis, they get it because they're starting off the $2,500 level with another donation. Thank you so much, PJ and Amanda. Okay, gang, $2,500 out the window. Let's move on to $1,000. Who can't do $1,000? We all can. That's like an Uber to the valley now because Uber's super expensive now. So wouldn't you rather the money go to this? And a gift of $1,000 could help fund the foundation's budgeted COVID-19 response to continue providing online educational support needed by IBD patients everywhere. And here we go. Thank you to Quentin Nixon, Arnold and Hope Annisgarden, and Dana Lerner. Guys, that's $3,000 more going to finding cures. This is incredible. This is all making a huge difference. Thank you. Now, if you haven't given yet, it's not too late. Now's your chance to hit that donate now button, and you can keep the funds rolling to keep us moving closer to cures. Trust me, guys, after spending 6 months in the hospital and which culminated in having my colon removed, which was bad, all of it. But I can tell you, it was worth it for me because I got my health back. But not everybody's that fortunate. That's why we need to find cures, so everybody else doesn't have to spend 6 months in a hospital in Glendale. In Glendale, guys! So go to Sugarfish one less time this month, and you can give a gift of $500 to help local education and support programs, such as our local support groups and our Power of Two program. And a gift of $250 could help fund more than 2 months of IBD Help Center translation services to ensure access to information is available for all patients. including those who speak a language other than English. Okay, I've said enough. I feel like the Micro Machines guy, so I'm going to be done for now. That's it. But seriously, thank you for all of your support. The foundation is better off for it. You've helped the patients' lives everywhere. Seriously, thank you. And I'm done. Have a great night.
Now I'd like to play a song for you. It's from my album, A Simple Trick to Happiness, a new record that I put out right before COVID started in our worlds. And strangely, some of the messages from the album have meant a lot to me, and I know to some of my listeners and my audience out there. I hear a lot about it. And this song in particular, called Shine, it acknowledges that, things don't always go the way that you expect them to or the way that you plan, but you are strong and you shine and you can get through this. And I'd like to dedicate this to my dad, Dr. Peter Loeb, who's a gastroenterologist. So let me just play this song for you. All the small things that happen today could be the big things that get in your way. But don't lose the spark in your eye. Keep your heart open wide. Go be a star. Love who you are. Once you know you have everything, then you'll have everything that you need inside to shine. To shine. There are flowers that bloom in the snow. There are places that nobody knows. So just drown out the crowd. Just be brave and be proud. Go be a star. Once you know you have everything, then you'll have everything that you need inside to shine, shine, shine. To shine, shine, shine. Go be a star. Once you know you have everything, then you'll have everything that you need inside to shine, shine, shine. To shine, shine, shine. To shine, shine, shine. Shine, shine, shine. Y'all take care.
I'm proud to say that the foundation nationally budgeted $1.8 million for our COVID-19 response to ensure we are supporting and educating our patients and their families. And while that's great, IBD is still very real, and there is still no cure. So now, more than ever, we must continue on the path to find cures for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Your generosity is paving the way.
Tonight's event has been hosted by our Guts and Glory Gala Committee, a group of passionate volunteers who have dedicated their time and talents to make this event possible. Thank you to our leadership board for moving the chapter forward, and of course, a huge thank you to the Foundation staff who work tirelessly to improving the lives of patients. Thank you all.
This year's Guts and Glory Gala has been bittersweet for me. It's my last year as Gala Chair with the Greater Los Angeles Orange County Chapter. I'm so thankful to the chapter, the committee, my family and friends for their support through the years, and look forward to joining as an attendee next year. Thank you again for your impact on my IBD journey.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. Good evening. My good friend, Lynn Oliver, has a son with ulcerative colitis, and I have seen the impact this disease has. But I also know that the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation does incredible work on research and taking care of all their patients. You can make a donation at their website, or if you need help, call 310-478-5140. Thank you for all your help. Have a great night.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. Wasn't that awesome? Equally awesome is that tonight, each of us can impact the lives of those suffering with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. You can invest directly in the mission of Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and make a difference right now, right this very moment, for the patients like the ones that you have heard from tonight. You can do that. Yes, it is true. So if you haven't already done so, we ask that you donate any amount. Any amount that you can support will make a difference. Trust me when I say this, every dollar makes a difference. Thank you. Okay, that's it. We are done. But thank you. Thank you again for truly making tonight a memorable and incredible evening. We really do appreciate it. You are helping make a difference in the world. You're making it a better place. You are creating a better world for your loved ones and for all the IBD patients. Congratulations again. Also thank you to Melissa and Jason Mitchell and Dr. Suzanne and James Levine. And a special thank you to our sponsors once again. Your support really does mean the world to us. The auction will be open until 8:30, so don't forget to get your bids in. We will be contacting the winners next week to coordinate your package deliveries. Congrats. Thank you again and have a great evening. What a success. You guys, you're truly incredible. Have a great night.
I am the face of IBD.
Of IBD.
I am the face.
I am the face of IBD.
I'm the face of IBD.
I am the face.
I am the face of IBD.
I am the face of IBD.
I am the face of IBD.
I'm the face of IBD.
I am the face of IBD.
I'm the face of IBD.
I am the face of IBD.